Good morning. Sorry, I don't know what missed a spot. Okay, how is everybody this morning? Sorry, I'm tardy. It's taking care of last minute things. Uh, I guess Todd will be here shortly. Anyway, let's see who's in the group. Who's in the chat? Good morning, Jameis. Good morning, Chaz. What are you doing, dude? Really? Hi, Ping. Good morning, Hank. Good morning, Bum Crack. Good morning, John Jones. Ping. Always a pleasure. Laggy. I thought I saw you on the cruise ship. I saw this 43-year-old woman and she had four little snot noses walking around with her, and she kept looking at me. So I figured it was you stalking me. John, pleasure always. Have I got everybody? I'm glad everybody's in here with us this morning. Landmark picker. Don't make me take that wrench away from you. Good morning, Craig. Um, sorry, I'm bleeding. And that's what happens when you're on blood thinners. But Land Shark, always a pleasure. Um, Anywho, I hope everybody's having a great morning. Had a great day yesterday. We just recuperated from the cruise. Yeah, I feel better. I got back on. Started taking the meds that they gave me beforehand. So I'm gonna take them for a few more days and see if it how that does. Um, so how was everybody's sales yesterday? You you know what I didn't do? Hold that thought. So think about an answer. I got to go over here. Oh, where the hell is Facebook at? Oh, Lord have mercy. Give me a minute. Why is this thing running so slow? Okay. Duh. Duh. Todd, there's the link. Oh, goodness gracious. And there's the one in the other group where the the Scott. Okay, here's how it works. To get Scott and Todd and all the rest of them in here, we have to share links, which I did at the top of the. Look at here. Speaking of the devil, good morning, Todd.
Good.
Sorry, I was trying to be so organized this morning and forgot the most important thing. But at the top of the chat is a link to the show if anybody wants to join us. So that's my mistake for the day. Uh,
You only allowed one today.
I'm allowed one a day, and that's it for the day. So I have to be perfect the rest of the day. So I'll get me a big 3 cup of coffee, and I will go sit in my recliner for the rest of the day since I've blown my mistake for the day. Uh, had a good time. Got a little sun while I was gone. It's red, but had a good time. Played some slots, drank some free liquor.
Yeah, it's real free.
Yeah, it's free. We spent probably, let's see, it was 1,500 points, which is about $3 per point in a slot machine. Now, we did not spend $4,500 a piece in a slot machine. We only spent probably maybe 500 and rolled it and rolled it and rolled it and rolled it. So I guess in a way it's sort of semi-free. But tell you more about this free liquor. And I was drinking girl drinks. So the like Kiss on the Lips, Bahama Mamas. I had a Bloody Mary, and it was good, but it was yeah. So anyhow, we played a lot of gin rummy. Roberta taught me how to play because my back was bothering me. So there was no discoing. I told her she could go disco. We'd go down to the disco and I'd and be a wallflower while she got up and boogied with the young guys. But she didn't want to do that. She wanted to hang out with her old man. Oh, lag, lag, lag. Lag says, why gamble just to lose money? That doesn't seem fun. But when you do win, it is fun. Yes, Landshark, Dr. Uh, Professor Dr. Landshark Picker, nothing is free. Learn day one in economics. Of course not. I haven't had Southern Comfort in a long time. And when I did, it was when I was in college, and we'd run to a 7-Eleven and get a cherry, a big gulp cherry, slushy, icy, and mix Southern Comfort with us, and then go to economics. Well, that was at lunchtime. We were having a liquid lunch with a pack of nabs, and those are peanut butter crackers in the little package of like 6 or 8. For those that don't know, uh, how did I like the Norfolk? I liked it. It's hell getting to the hotel, uh, and from the hotel to the port. But as far as getting on the ship, it was quick. Um, and if Casey, if you know anything about Norfolk, it's sitting right beside the USS Wisconsin, and so, huh? Yeah, Roberta said we are bigger than the Wisconsin, but we didn't have those big old barrels on it. Speaking of barrels, uh, you know how you get little advertisements in your Facebook feed? Well, I got a Facebook advertisement for light up implants. So if any of you ladies are thinking about getting implants, think about the ones that light up. God, I hope that is a scam. I'm not ever going to cruise full time, Land Shark. Not unless I have my own boat. And I'm talking about 300-foot long one.
I wonder if we could get a light on Gwen's pacemaker. It's right up there.
Every time it beats it or it fires, it throws a little light. Uh,
I
you
mean,
know,
technically, it's her pacemaker's an implant, so
oh, okay.
yeah.
No, we actually stayed at a hotel. What was the hotel, honey? The Double Tree. and they took us over by van.
Craig, you want to implant in your nether regions? Look, I got glowy balls.
I'm laughing at Chaz. Wait a minute. Let me catch up here. Yeah, this 1.3 is the Powerball. So
There you go, Chastity.
go spend $2.
Just use that glow in the dark paint.
Yeah, I know. I just saw this says I'll save. I'll save money. I'll save my money and just slap some glow in the dark paint on mine. Uh, be sure and have those ready for the next in Nashville, um, Chaz.
That's right, Sue. This is a reseller show. Welcome in, and let's talk about glowy breast.
Yeah. No, I would just they still usually they have some good stuff on there. Something that you might think about buying. But the the glow in the dark breasts, and according to the video they had, it wasn't like a subdued, kind of like low light. They were like those high
Thanks,
beam.
Jacob.
Those headlights were on high beam. Good morning, Sue. Glad to see you in here. I hope you're doing well this morning.
Jabus, I don't even remember what we talked about yesterday. I'm sure it didn't stay on a topic.
Yeah. Um, yeah, Chaz. Chaz is part of the. She's one of the guys. But then again, she's from Western South Carolina, so those girls have to be tough from over in that area. So, how was your sales yesterday? You know what? I need to turn my store back on.
Yeah,
I
if you
did.
want to sell something, you
Yeah, I
kind of
need
got to
to,
do
especially with the topic of conversation today. Um,
that. Yesterday's sales, $200. Eh, I need to do a little better than that. In fact, I generally during holidays have pretty good sales, but not this holiday. I've got like $500 worth of stuff going out for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's just not taking me where I want to be, but I mean, it's better than none.
no, I set my time away from this past Friday a week till Saturday. Sunday. Does it automatically drop the time away? Because I don't see anything to say turn off it.
Turn off it.
Yeah, turn off it. Does it does it automatically stop the time away after the time your end date? I know I should
Yeah,
know that.
it should.
Okay. Okay, well I'm good. Yeah, it went kind of crazy over the tariffs, and that's what I went back and I watched Josh's store, Josh's video where he talks about he shut down his
Oh, yeah.
33,000 item store, and he made a good point. Yes, I said it. Josh made a good point.
Yeah, we had some, I remember now, we had some point counterpoint.
It went political real fast. I don't want that to happen. Um,
It would have gone much deeper had we had, you know, who on here with us.
yeah. Oh yeah. You mean the bearded picker? The bearded picker? The bearded picker?
Is that who I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Um, who's president? The little old, very old, chubby Democrat. He's not running for re-election. He's the one that looks like he's always got his belt up around his armpits. He's not running for re-election. Let's see. Don't really care what the Canadians think. They got their own problems. They got half their country thinking about going independent. Um, but Josh did make a good point, being that pretty much only U.S. sellers are going to be selling in the United States because of this these fees and possible penalties. Jerry Nadler, that's it. Um, thank you, Vintage. Yeah, 34 years is enough for any. But anyway, is it the time to really be listing everything you got?
Yeah, how's it going to sell if you don't list it?
I know that, but since you got the opportunity to, you're not competing with 60% of 50% of the world. Is it time to really do some listing? I know
Like,
Bridget's going to have the whip out, and they're going to go from 100 listings a day to Chris is going to have to go to 200 listings a day. But
I get all that, but don't most resellers try to list everything that they've got anyway?
Todd, look behind you.
What?
Your death pile.
I've got a few things, but it's not like,
Uh, you're right, Hank. You can't sell if it ain't listed. Um, like how many back there, Todrick?
I don't know. You want me to go count?
No, just you can. You're a school teacher. You can analyze stuff like that. You were a school teacher. You should be able to look at it and go, "Oh, the bionic teacher kicks in."
I don't
I have
know.
147 things back there.
I may have like 7 or 8 things I haven't listed yet.
Really? What did you do with all the other stuff that you had?
I I sold it. No, I've got quite a few things like that need to be tested or repaired or this or that I got to work on. I got all those hand dryers. I got to pull them out and tear them down and part them out.
Right. Well,
But
where were they made at?
hell if I know. Dyson factory.
Okay. I didn't know whether they were U.S. made or foreign made, and which means parts are going to be an issue. Because I was
Dyson.
listening to a show last night. It it was it's about automobiles, buying automobiles, and the guy said, and this was like 2 days old. He said it was that dealerships are already freaking out about maybe not being able to get parts to fix stuff. So yeah, vintage 7 sales for 303. Rock and roll. Good morning, Beth. Um, well, I was sick before I left, but the temperature changes. It went from 80 degrees one day to 64 to the next. When we were at sea, it was 64 degrees. Um, and then we got back to Norfolk, and it was in the 60s. So temperature changes affect me. There's force of bulbs. Yeah. Now he's been selling. He's about to sell out of the electric outlets, Jabus, and he's gone with the SpongeBob night lights. The fluorescent tubes. I think that's going to be a Facebook thing.
You didn't see my last video, obviously, Tom.
No, what? I'm trying to catch up. What did I miss? Did you find some more SpongeBob night lights?
No,
Okay.
I bought 2,300 more electric plugs.
Oh, did you? The
Yeah.
same kind?
Yep.
Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Uh, Vintage has 3,000 postcards to list. Well, you should be able to list those in 3 days if you want to go with the largest um, membership.
There's a
Uh,
lot of people that sell postcards. I just wonder. I mean, and I understand people collect those, but what percentage of citizens of the United States buy vintage postcards or collect them?
well, some people buy them because,
It's got to
like,
be a small market.
yeah, there was a lady that bought 4 or 5, I think it was 5, Purdue University postcards. And, I'm nosy, as y'all all know. And so I thanked her for the purchase and asked her, what's this? Because she only bought these Purdue University ones. And she said her dad was a graduate and his birthday was coming up. And so she's going to have them put between two pieces of glass so you can, flip it over to see what's on the back of it and have it framed and give it to him for a present. And she said two of the buildings in the postcards are not even there anymore. One burnt down and the other one they tore down to put a new building there. So I think that's what a lot of people. I sold a postcard that was for a house here in Charlotte up on East Boulevard, and the guy that bought it owns the house, and he said this house was like it had a contemporary facade on it, and in the postcard it had, or now it has a contemporary facade on it. In the postcard, it had a Uh, the word just flipped right out of my mind, and that's my favorite style of architecture. Huh? No, it's where all the wood's exposed on the outside.
Victorian?
No, 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 no. I'll think about it in a minute. I'll shout such and such. um. Anyway, so he bought it because they had totally changed the facade of his house. Good morning, Julie. So I think some people buy them. Some people buy them because they're collectible. Some people have some kind of an emotional attachment to it or an interest. Like I sold one postcard that was of a house that the guy that built it made and supervised all the tiles in Biltmore House. And the house has since burnt down, and the person that bought it lives on, I'm gonna say, the next mountaintop because it was kind of on the top of a mountain. No, hold on a minute. Arts and craft. It was an arts and craft style. So anyway, Shactinarium. So anyway, it was a arts and craft. Yeah, I think he made all the tile, um, all those million tiles that's just scattered around the house. Well, they do have some timber framing on them, exposed around the sides. But anyway, I like that style of house. And if I was as rich as Todd, I would build a big old 6,000 square foot one, um, right in the middle of Ballantyne or Piper Glen or South Park, because it would be like nothing. Thank you, Texas. But anyway, yeah, postcards. You know, there's a lot of people that sell them, but I did have a couple of, was it SeaWorld, Ocean World, something out in California that's been bulldozed, and a guy bought it because he remembered as a kid going there. So I think there's a Texas Todd owns it. What we see here is just a studio inside of one of his outbuildings.
Mm-hmm.
And that person that walks by every once in a while, that's not even Gwen. That's an actress that he's paying to play Gwen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now's your chance, Chaz. Use list easier. I was listening to one retailer, and he was talking about he had put up like 1,000 albums, LPs.
Dang, Jagus.
Damn, Jabez.
Of course, they don't take up a lot of room, and they're probably real cheap to buy.
Well, it sounds like you need to buy one of the max editions of List Easier and get all those postcards put up. But I like the postcards that have been stamped and postmarked because um, Chaz, I would before you answer anything, asking what he's expecting you in the trade. Um, you talking about at Ewing Ranch, Texas? Yeah, but if you got that many postcards, you probably could put up 1,000 postcards a day and have them all listed and done. But then you'd have to bump up your. That's one of the things about you get all the stuff listed. Are you going to have to bump up your category of stores? This is not a paid suggestion for List Easier, but you know, if you get the top of the line one and list like you can go through all your postcards and whatnot and then cancel it. Oh, postcards are free listing. Yeah, but how many free listings do you have for that? I think I've got 10 million.
What?
I think I've got like 10 million. Uh, Hang on a second. Let me find. Where would that be at? That. Oh, let me get rid of me. There we go. Why do I have so many openings? Okay. They made a change to the overview page while I was gone. Uh, Excuse me. I have 10,000. The select categories, I have 50,000. So y'all probably have a lot more than I do. But damn,
Are you talking about eBay restrict or
yeah, eBay listings.
list limits?
Yeah,
I have unlimited.
do you?
Yeah, before I had unlimited, it said I could only list 2 billion.
2 million.
Yeah,
Just putting Todd and Tom with 2 billion listings is funny as hell.
Yeah, they put my listing limits at, oh, it was about a year before they designated me unlimited, but they had my listing limit as 2 billion items. I'm like, what's the point of saying I've got 2 billion listings? And they figured that out and said, oh no, you're just unlimited. That was a year or two ago. I know lag is, there's nothing that says how many I'm limited to.
um, why is it? Anybody know why the enterprise store is not being currently available?
I don't know. You don't have enough stuff to do enterprise though.
No, I was flipped over to. I mean, that was as I was scrolling down on this page. It said enterprise stores are not available currently available. $29.99.95 a month. Dang, that'd be Todd. Okay, y'all been making fun of me in here. The bag is always in Carl Javis. How I have 10,000 fixed free listings with basic store over Tuesday. Yeah, well, you sell big ticket items, allegedly, lag. Oh God, Todd, they love you, don't they? Lag loves you. For somebody that wants to be mentioned in your will, he sure does get on your case. Why are they closing so early, Javis? Is your post office one of those South Carolina 14 by 50 mobile home office trailers they've converted into a post office? Oh, there's the Jakester. Mister,
Hey, how's it going?
doing good. How are you doing this morning?
Pretty good. Just getting a few shipments out.
Cool. Walmart.
Yes. Yeah, Walmart, a couple Walmarts, and one Amazon, I think.
So you liking Walmart?
Yeah, it's all right. It's not super exciting, but it's all right.
Todd's gearing up to go Walmart.
He's going to drive to Walmart. He's about an hour and a half
Yeah, he's
from
on
the
drive to
closest
Walmart.
one.
He's going to really. I'm sorry, Jake. They close at 4. Wow.
Really? Huh.
They don't
Ours
have.
goes at 5.
Yeah, ours close at 5 too.
And they'll lock it, too. They'll lock it.
Yeah.
They'll lock it right at it.
They now the Pineville post office was in a little tiny building, and they you could walk in there at 5 minutes after 5, and they'd still take your stuff because they were fighting for all the volume that they could get.
Well, ours, you can still put it in the drop off tumbler,
Right.
the bin, and they'll scan it till about 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
It'll go out. They just won't take it at the counter.
So, but they've got a new building, and they seem to be doing. Um, they seem to be really. There's always cars in the parking lot,
Yeah.
so that's good. The letter drop is open. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, letter and package.
How about you, Todd, in your small town?
What's that?
He's not even listening. Your post office. What time do they open and what time do they close?
Weekdays 8 to 4.
Right? Ours are like 9 to 5.
I think I don't think mine opens till maybe it is 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock on Saturdays, 10 to 12 on Saturdays.
You know, our Staples opens at 10 o'clock in the morning. By 10, if I had needed something for my office by 10 o'clock in the morning, I've already driven 2 miles further to a Walmart and grabbed what I needed. I can see them not staying open till midnight except during back to school days. But
I don't shop at Walmart anymore because they're not open 24/7. I refuse to go with the peasants.
with the oh, oh, I see this one coming now. No monetization on this one. I've got a guy flipping a daggum BB gun around, getting a video not taken down, discontinued me, and now,
Terminated.
yeah, and now I've got Jake talking about the peasants at Walmart. But you know what? Roberta's got the.
Walmart had one function in my life, and that was to be open after midnight.
Well, back when I was doing merchandising, I did a lot of stuff late at night
Mm-hmm.
because there was nobody in there, and I could, especially during back to school, where the whole damn store blows up during back to school.
Yeah.
Uh, and parents liked it because they finally got around to looking at their list and like, oh, I don't have half this stuff you need. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. Yeah. Sorry if I'm looking over at the side screen. My MacBook's main screen went out, and I had to hook up a external monitor to it to use it until I get me a new one. Trying to decide if I'm gonna buy a brand new one or buy another used one. This one's done really well, but it may be time to get out of the 2019.
James says the last time he went to Walmart, he had the rudest cashier. I'll never use self checkout again.
That's right. They wouldn't even pay me.
Um, and just FYI, I was told he was a Food Lion manager. If you got the time and you can go through a cashier checkout in their logistics, it gives the store more hours for cashiers because they're showing a demand for them. If I got more than 2 items, I'm in the checkout line. I'm not going through the self checkout.
I ain't got time for that. I'm gonna check it out faster than I can wait in somebody's line.
Well, the better than that is Roberta. I can say, Roberta, we need such and such, and she goes to Walmart Plus, and it's here,
Yeah.
and within an hour.
Yeah. Lowe's just delivered something this morning with some third party for me. It was a small item, and yeah, they had somebody in their personal car deliver it.
What was it, like a plumbing fixture or something small like that?
Oh, I had to order some butcher block oil.
Oh, okay. Your apartments have butcher blocks?
You haven't seen it?
Uh-uh.
Oh, well, you'll see it.
Dang, he doesn't rent to the peasants.
Swanky apartments.
I know. There's no peasants in his apartments.
They're all getting there. It's part of that upgrade thing. It's
Yeah.
like we have probably not very great all the way up to we upgrade them as much as we can when we do them.
Uh, they were interviewing because we have a shortage of affordable housing in Charlotte, like
Everywhere.
everywhere. They were interviewing some uh, landlords, property owners, and they went through one of the apartments that they were getting ready for a tenant to move in, and the woman said, "This kitchen is nicer than my kitchen." The reporter, she said, "This kitchen is nicer than my kitchen. You've got marble countertops, and you've got um, I forgot the brand, but I know it's an expensive brand. You know, appliances." And he said, "It's because I shop."
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, it wasn't a Sub Zero, but it was up in that class. He
Mm-hmm.
says, "I shop," and he said, "Nice,
That's one of the studios.
right?
So that's all the kitchen there is. But
Is
we
that a,
crammed what we could, made it as nice and the best we could
is
for
that a
what it is.
dishwasher?
What's that?
Was that a dishwasher?
Yeah.
Don't have a stove, but damn, they want a dishwasher."
They'll have an electric cooktop.
um, but the guy said that he's shopping around. People buy marble countertops and then they decide they get it there and they don't like it.
Yep.
And so he says he tries to buy stuff like that and they just put it in their warehouse and then they cut it down to when they can use it. He said even though it's low income housing, it doesn't mean that, people don't.
I paid less for that dishwasher than I would have if I put a cabinet there, a new cabinet.
Wow.
All those cabinets were brand new, but the dishwasher cost me less than the equivalent countertop. Yeah, because I shopped. Now here is the next phase. You, it, the backsplash is in there now, but
Okay.
of course we had to protect the butcher block
Right. What is the backsplash? What's it made out of?
tile. It's glass
Tile.
tile.
Oh, okay. Boy. Now is that one of the hotel apartments or is this
Yeah.
swanky? Now, are you going to have long term people there, or will they be short term? As long as they want to
I
stay.
mean it's a combination.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
The way it's priced, it makes most sense for most people for shorter term, like travel nurses.
Right.
So we're more expensive than a one bedroom would be if you rented it for a year,
Right.
and this is just a 250 square foot studio unit. Now it is furnished and it is everything included: water, sewer, trash, electric, and Wi-Fi. So it balances out, but for most people, $1,200 is probably a little steep if it's just such a small unit. If they can find a one bedroom and they can furnish it themselves, pay their part of their own utilities, probably at least electricity on their own. Because we have to factor in the fact that they could run the electric bill up.
Yeah, that's the people next door. They have their house is rented through VRBO, one of those.
Yeah.
But this one is more like um, extended stay kind of.
Yeah.
There's one for extended stay. So anyway, they want to know how many people's going to be in the house. Because if they're balancing for $300 a month in electricity, because there's supposed to be two people in there, and then it comes up to being $500 a month, they
Right.
want to know why it went up.
Right. Right.
Um, Lag, who is the Mr. I think he owns a big share of Apple. He said, "Get the MacBook Pro 16-inch, Jake. It's the best laptop on the market. It's worth it. I got a couple." What is that, about $2,500, Lag?
Maybe more.
I don't know anything about them.
Depends how you spec them out.
Yeah, I spec'd out
What did he say? The which model?
the 16 laptop, MacBook Pro 16-inch.
Yeah, about 3,500. That sounds. Yeah, I figured it'd be over 3. That's
Uh,
that's the reason I have to think about it. It's like,
now the MacBook is like a real computer. The Air is sort of like a computer light. Is that the way that works?
it's just less ports and slightly less memory and processing power. It's lighter, it's smaller. It's same operating system.
Yeah, Jabus. They just finished redoing our Walmart. I mean, our food line, and we have self checkout now, which we had like.
It's worth it. Hmm.
I would tell you what. I keep getting these notices from Windows, Microsoft. Your Windows 10 is going to lose support.
Lag, did you buy the M4 Pro?
Like,
Pro one out.
why don't you
Oh,
send him one, and then he'll pay for it if he likes it. Pay you for it. If he don't, he'll send it back.
what?
Oh my gosh, what happened to it? It didn't arrive to you?
It got delivered next door? What?
Yeah. Did it get delivered next door?
Just don't send it by Amazon, right? Because Amazon is notorious for that. So I'm looking at the 16-inch starts at $2,500, and then there's the M4 Pro, the M4 Max. Now the M4 Max is the one starts at $3,400, $3,500. Don't really know what the difference is though.
How much RAM does it have, lag?
36 gigs.
14 core, 32 core, 36. 1 terabyte. Dang, for that much money, they should throw a 2 terabyte in there for free. Because I just hear people buying these things and just keeping them forever.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. I mean, it's like I have the 2019. It ran great. I mean, like I said, the screen did just go out. But I had a 2012 until 4 years ago,
Right.
like that.
You know, they're like automobiles. Like my Saturn. Oh, Kent's not in here to harass me. Um, it's paid for. It drives good. It runs good. But at some point, you start spending so much money keeping it going,
Yeah.
and it's like computers. You know, like my desktop. To go to 11, I'm gonna have to buy a new motherboard.
You can bypass that.
I
You can
sent
bypass that, Tom.
I sent a message to the manufacturer about it, and they said that one doesn't have some chip on it that it needs.
You can bypass it.
Can you? Do you know how to do that?
Yeah.
Why are you messing with reselling and you're so smart on computers and whatnot? Bearded
Well,
picker, where you at, dude? I wanted your opinion on something.
it just depends. So right now, I'm working on a data recovery.
Janetta wants to know how do you bypass it, but you're working on a data. Let's finish the data recovery first.
Oh, we'll talk about it Friday if you want to talk about it Friday. I'll get my notes together. I don't have it off the top of my head, but
Okay.
I've got my documentation how to do it.
You talking about Scott's show?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good.
But yeah, I'm doing a data recovery. Um, got 2 MacBooks sitting here, one here, one here, and then two iPhones.
You gotta.
So the person passed away, and the family wants access.
Okay.
But luckily, the two phones were still left on, and so I can kind of use that to get through the back door through do the two-factor authentication. But they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different email addresses, and they only knew of 3 of them, and I discovered the rest. So, yeah, it's gonna be pricey to get there, but I think
Right.
eventually I'll get into them all.
It's for Windows it used to be people would talk about passwords on your computers and whatnot. I had a thumb drive that I could plug into a Windows computer, and I could get the pass, or I could reset the password on
Oh yeah,
anything.
yeah. Those used to be yeah. You could do that a lot, and they of course closed those loopholes.
And I did it. I did some work for Staples and their tech department, and we didn't do password recovery. That was not one of our codes. So I would do some bullshit thing and reset the password and tell them now you got to reset it when you get home.
Yeah,
But it was nothing, and I downloaded the thing off of the internet, off a reputable site, by the way. And
Lag thinks he's gonna send me Pegasus. I wouldn't trust Pegasus on my computer for nothing.
what is that? What is Pegasus?
If you know, you know. If you don't, look it up later.
You're gonna make me open up another screen.
You'll go down a whole rabbit hole if you open that link. I open that right now.
Would that be the spyware? Because that when you type in Pegasus, you don't get you know Greek mythology or anything like that. It's Pegasus spyware. That's the first thing that pops up.
Let's just say if you were a 3-letter agency and you want to get into stuff, that's what you get into with it.
Oh, is that what? So that's why like uses. Scott, what are you doing this morning? You went to the, you went to. Well, no, you didn't because it was a holiday yesterday. I'm surprised how many other stores are closed on Labor Day.
They're either the stores are doing back to school sales or they're closed on Labor Day.
Oh, tell where you, Tom. You already have it. Okay, thanks, Lag.
So I could spend $4,000 on a new MacBook if I wanted to.
What is the one? Is it iMac? What is the one that is like a one computer that's in the screen?
That's an iMac.
Okay, I like that, especially when you max it out.
Right.
Is that all, Anissa? He only spent $1,400 for that protection device.
Well, if I want to spend an extra $1,000, I can get 128 gigabytes of memory. So now I spend 5,000.
Oh, you got it. Get it.
And let's see, if I want 8 terabytes of solid state storage instead of 1, I can spend an extra $2,000. And yeah, so that's $7,200.
Still on your chat.
Hey, Gwen.
Tom says, "Hey, Gwen."
Hey. Can you see me?
No,
Oh,
I can't see her, but I can hear her.
okay.
He can hear you.
Remember, don't scold him while he's online. um, Jake likes us get the base 16 MacBook Pro.
Get the base 16 Pro. Okay, not the Pro Max.
If Todd had to spend $7,000 for a computer, we'd have to go visit him in the coronary unit.
So the M4 Pro 16-inch is
I don't need
2500
a computer
with
that good.
24 gigs of RAM.
It's if it wasn't for the gaming and the level of gaming I do with the programs that I'm doing that requires what it requires. I mean, the video cards cost more than the daggum computer does.
Dadgummit.
Add a little RAM. Okay. GoPro. Okay. So the Pro. All right. So I'll do the. Let's see. They're both 14 and 20. The only difference in the first upgrade is just whether it has 48 gigs of memory or not. So we'll select that one.
I used to do some work for a lady. She would I'd go and back up all her photos because she must have 5 terabits of photos of her grandkids. I'd go over there and she said, I was thinking this one's getting a little slow. Do I need to buy a new one? And I
Yeah.
said, and I said, well, it's always. I mean, if you got the money and you want to upgrade, it's basically just hooking a cord from one to the other. At that time, you could use this thing that I had. I don't know whether you still could or not, and just transfer your data from one to the other. And she said, "Yeah, I was looking at a new." And she started specking out this iMac, and the thing was going to be like $4,000.
Yeah.
And I said, "You look at your bank balance. You look at Facebook. You look at your photographs." I said, You can get with a night by with a 1998, Windows 95 computer. It's not like you're doing a lot of graphics." And she said, "Okay, well, just tell me when I need to get a new one." I said, "Now, if I was sold computers, I said I'd be telling you need a new. But for what you do, you don't need it."
Right. Yeah. Okay. So I've got it specced out at 3250, and that's with the nano texture low glare screen. Uh, 14 core natural engine M4 chip, 48 gigs of memory, and a 1 terabyte solid state. Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, I'll think about it.
Get off the hip.
I'll think about it.
Pull out that black American
Yeah,
Express
I
again.
definitely agree with Anissa that the MacBook Air just won't cut it for me. I think they're flimsy. I mean, they're
Which
fine if you just,
what
I
was
don't
that?
know, pull
The
up a
air.
spreadsheet, but they're not big enough. The screen's not big enough for me. I don't want a ginormous screen, but I don't want an itty bitty one either.
Well, you can always get a bigger screen and plug into it if you need. You start getting old and your eyesight gets bad.
Yeah, well, but the whole point is that it's portable, right?
Yeah.
If I didn't need it portable, I'd just get the Mac Mini and plug it up to a screen and leave it stationary. I need it to be portable. So then the screen has to be big enough for most of the time. But yeah, I get what you mean. Like right now, I've got it hooked into Oh, I don't know what that is, a 27-inch or something.
Well, you don't have it networked, so all your data's going to your server, and you go, you use your laptop and then go sit down at your desktop and pull up the same information.
Ah, it's too complicated. I mean, I know how to do it. It's just too much to keep up with. If somebody's not paying me to keep up with it, no.
Thank you, Felix. Felix says,
Felix shows up.
and the first thing I've seen, oh, there he said something. Get the Asus in book. But the second thing he says, like everyone in here has cataracts.
I hope I don't.
Not the young folks. But back to my original question before we wrap this thing up. With the tariffs going on, do you think it's going to make a business difference in your business? Are you going to sell more because people have less people to buy from?
I think it's inconsequential. Are there changes? Yes, but there's always changes.
Right. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I was just why am I getting feedback?
Scott made a rookie mistake.
Okay. I just wondering if you
Scott
you
made
got everything listed.
mistake.
Because your friend Josh says that you need to take advantage of it.
I don't have any friends.
Okay. All righty.
Do I have everything listed? I have as much listed as Todd listed. See, there you go. Tom?
I'm sorry. Do what? Oh, let's see.
I had to go to the auction. I don't have time to be keeping up with you.
Oh, let's see. Okay. Really? Really? Felix? Felix? Well, I hate to do it to Scott since he made. Well, I hate to do it to Scott since he made. Well,
Tom, would you mute Scott? Tom, would you mute Scott? Mute Scott. Mute Scott. Mute Scott. Mute Scott. Mute Scott. Scott.
okay. I hope I can bring him back. Okay. How about now? I didn't mean to kick. Did I kick him out? I didn't mean to do that, Scott. I didn't mean to kick you all the way
Don't worry,
out.
Scott did that to himself.
Oh God, I
Right
did
on
not.
cue.
If I did that, I did not mean to do it. Anyway, people are acting out of fear. Let's see. Vince says people are acting out of fear, and it's not a way to run a business. Yep.
They'll fix it soon enough, I think. I don't think this zero trade is going to last for very long.
Yeah, it's causing too many tremors in the force.
Scott just sent you the bird.
Oh, there he is. I didn't mean to do that, Scott. Honestly, I am not an asshole like you, who kicks people off willy nilly. I would never do that. I was just trying to turn your volume down. Now I'm gonna be on his hit list. Because he's gonna say, "I never kicked you all the way out of the program. I just put you in the greenhouse."
Greenhouse.
So anyway, Somebody said something about there was a Trump announcement coming this afternoon, so we'll see what that's all about.
They probably had a stroke over last week, probably. That's what I think.
Yeah, I definitely turned it down, Felix. I thought about you when I was standing in a watch shop on the Sunshine, Felix. I'd love for you to been there. Because these guys don't understand that people don't want to look like a pimp. And unfortunately, a lot of those high end watches look like a pimp. You're flexing and you don't have anything to flex with, except your credit card. But I would like for somebody like Felix to walk around there and say, listen to their spills. Because he'd probably say, "What are you talking about?" No, I don't know. Somebody up in the chat said someplace that there was an announcement supposed to come out.
Yeah, I think they've been kind of covering up whatever it is that's going on. But my guess is he's had a stroke. Maybe not a terrible one, or I mean, I guess they're all terrible, but I'd say we'll see JD Vance step in probably in a week or so. That's my guess.
Now, you can only do a 2-term limit. So if he had to step in now, would this be considered one of his?
You can be elected twice.
Oh, you can be elected twice.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Roosevelt did more than 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when they put the rule in place.
He was like 3.
You can also serve a half a term, 1 day less than a half term, and then still be elected twice. If you serve more than a half a term like going from VP to president, you can only be then you can't do 2 full terms. You can do 1 day less than 2.5 terms total.
Okay.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with consecutive.
As we know that.
Yeah.
All righty, guys. It's expected to be about the DOD. Jake is wrong.
It should be. Yeah. Let's hope. I mean, I hope I'm wrong.
Jake is never wrong. I listen to Jake before I listen to CNN or NBC or
Could very well be wrong.
or the Bearded Picker. All right, guys. Thank you, Todd, for coming in here. Thank you, Jake, for stopping by.
See ya.
Scott, thanks for popping in for a minute. Todd, you got any final words? Because you've been quiet for the last 45 minutes.
Because y'all started talking about computers, and I'm like, I have a $350 PC from Walmart, and that's good enough for me. So I just shut up. I got nothing to add.
Well, it's breakfast time. Biscuits and gravy is ready.
Oh, that sounds good. All
and
right.
Some homegrown eggs.
Well, that's not in our diet. If we ate biscuits and gravy and eggs and bacon for 1 day, that would be our whole meal for the day. All right. Thank y'all for coming in. Look for
good. Maybe I'll make bacon too.
Okay. Look for Scott. Yeah, Scott. Yeah, to you too. Looky here. I don't even have to use because I'm still in the show. There to you too. Love you, brother. Oh God. Look for Scott's show tomorrow morning because I'm sure he'll have something really to talk about tomorrow. And we will see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.
Bye.